Another way you serve God is to serve God with your finances, with your resources, what God has given to you. Your resources, finances is part of your service to God. Your resources, your finances is part of your service to God. Exodus 36, 5-8. And they spake unto Moses, saying, the people bring much more than enough for the service of the work, which the Lord commanded to make. There was so much power and so much working of supplies in the early church, both in the church in the Old Testament, because they understand what service meant. They mean what they say, and they say what they mean. They serve God in truth and the spirit. That's why a man will be stepping into war. He says, God, I am going for your service to defend your kingdom. And God, if you will give me victory as I return back home, anything that comes out from my house first to meet with me, that I will sacrifice to you. Remember, a man entered that covenant, and as he was coming back, it was his daughter that came out. Wow, his daughter embraced him, told the daughter, he said, I entered covenant with God. Unfortunately, I'm going to sacrifice you to God. She was sacrificed to the Lord. That is such level of covenant. And verse 6, and Moses gave commandment, and they caused it to be proclaimed throughout the camp, saying, let neither man nor woman make any more work for the offering of the sanctuary. So the people were restrained from bringing. For the stuff they had was sufficient for all the work to make it, and too much. And every wise-hearted man among them that wrought the work of the tabernacle made 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet with cherubims of cunning work made he them. To the extent it was too much, finance department came to tell Moses, do you wonder why God was giving them divine supply? It is your service that determines the kind of dimension you are going to experience with God.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, it is your dimension of covenant walk with God that pulls the covenant level that God will operate with you. You must serve God with your resources. I'm an usher. I'm in the music department. I'm in this department. Your presence is not enough if your finance is not part of it. I'm a pastor, so my work is to preach and minister to. No, if I don't walk by covenant, even as a man of God, I will not enjoy supernatural supply. There is no giving the church that I don't make sure my own is not higher. At least I will be one of the highest when it comes both to my offering and everything. So there are a level of what we enjoy. Is it easy? No. Listen, it's a covenant level, my walk with God. And by the reason of that covenant, I have seen the hand of God beyond what you know. There are testimonies I cannot stand on this altar and give. If you serve him in truth and the spirit, you will see his hand. Serve God with your work, with your resources and your finances is part of your service to God. Psalm 22 verse 30. A seed shall serve him, and they shall be accounted to the Lord for a generation. Your seed shall be accounted to the Lord for a generation. That means as you serve the Lord with your resources, nobody should be telling you it's time for you to pay your partnership. If they are still telling you to pay your partnership, you have erred in the covenant blessing. If you are still being reminded to pay your covenant responsibility, that means you are not qualified for the covenant walk with God. As your seed serves him, is credited to the account of your generation, your next generation, your children. Look at how the sons, the children of David, entered into blessing and safety and the help of God by the reason of their service to God. May your service speak for you and your generation.
Amen.